Hi, my name is Jody Hand, and I go by Mrs. Hand Painted on Instagram. You can find me at mrshandpainted.com as well. Today I'm going to do a Monarch butterfly. I'm using B paper, size 7 by 10, and Mission Gold watercolors in permanent yellow light, vermilion, and ivory black. I'm starting out in this painting with painting the wings in permanent yellow light. These sort of little blobs to start out with. And doing a wet and wet technique, I'll be adding in the vermilion. And you want to make sure that we spread out the vermilion and the paint in general. We don't want to have any puddles that will end up in a bloom. I'm just spreading out and wiping my brush off on a paper towel here to remove any excess paint. And just shaping the wings. And you don't have to be very precise with this because we're going to outline it in black and go over the top. So this is just to get the color underneath. I'm just removing some excess water and blending a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to do the outline of it, and I'm using ivory black for this. Just kind of do an outline on the edge here on each of these wings. And then kind of a little bit of a scalloping edge for the top of the wing. And make a little thicker area towards the tips of the wings. And I'll just do that on each of those top two wings in a similar fashion. And since I'm using a size 1 brush for this, I want to keep reloading my brush so that I always have it full of paint. I want a nice even coverage of black over this. Don't want it to be very transparent. And now I'm going to be making some little dashed lines along this. A couple that are vertical, that are a little bit squiggly, I guess is the term. And then some horizontal slanted lines going down across the wing. Very thin. You want to use barely any pressure when you make those. Now I'm doing the bottom wing. I'm just going to kind of outline and do a bit of a squiggly line along the edge. Notice I'm not quite closing in my black line there. And I'm making just a few little dashed lines for the wing. Now I'm going to start doing the body, and this is basically just some little circles, and I'm leaving little small bits of white just for little highlights, so it's not a completely solid black circle. And for the bottom, I'm making the circle and then a little bit of a stroke coming down for the bottom of the body. And it looks like that second circle I got a little bit further back, so I'm going to adjust that and even that out. And give him antenna. Okay, so now that that's dry, I can go ahead and add my white dots. I'm using Dr. Peach Martin's Bleed Proof White for my white. I'm going to add a little bit of water to it so that it's not too thick. And I'm using my size 1 brush to make the dots. I'm going to concentrate most of my dots across that thick black area, and then a few going in just to the edge of the orange. And just kind of in a random fashion. It doesn't need to be any pattern. Right, and now I'm going to go back and make any little adjustments here to the body that was a little uneven, move that forward a tiny bit so that evens out. Now that's all that's left to do is to dry it and sign it. Thanks for watching my video on how to make a watercolor monarch butterfly. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be adding lots more watercolor process videos and tutorials in the future. Thanks!